Thank you for tuning in to USA Emergency Broadcasting Network's Prep Academy section Airborne versus Bloodborne. Now, historical facts indicate that airborne viruses infect humans at a much higher rate of speed than a bloodborne virus. Bloodborne viruses have a much slower pace but are more deadly at times. We're going to compare H1N1 versus the Ebola virus. Now, we are taking historical numbers from the Ebola virus of 2014 and the H1N1 airborne virus of 2009. Both numbers are coming from the CDC, and the accuracy is not the question here. You got to give them an error of probably about 15%, but the numbers you'll see will indicate how vast the difference is between these two viruses. Now we'll call it D-Day, the day that it was reported we had an outbreak on both cases. Now you'll notice here on day one a large group of cases for the Ebola virus. That's how they knew they had a problem. H1N1, we knew it was coming. We had a couple days notice, and then we started seeing some cases. Now what you're going to see after 3 weeks of an outbreak, the bloodborne virus is still less than 200 cases. However, the death toll is a lot higher than the airborne virus. But if you notice, the airborne virus is almost 5,000 cases. So it's outpacing the total number of cases of the bloodborne virus by a tremendous amount. Now, after 8 weeks of an outbreak, you'll notice the bloodborne virus is still localized and only 290 cases, approximately, where an airborne virus is now spreading across the country at a rate of almost 30,000 cases. Now, after 12 weeks, we're still localized with the bloodborne virus, 548 cases. Compared to the airborne virus, that is much easier to catch at just under 44,000 cases. The death toll now is starting to level out here, but comparatively, the death toll for a bloodborne virus is much higher, percentage-wise, than it is for an airborne virus. Now, as you can see, after 16 weeks of the initial case, we are still under 1,000 cases for a bloodborne virus, and it is contained to Africa only at this time. Where the airborne virus, H1N1, we have just over 68,000 cases. And the death tolls are pretty much similar, but the comparison to the number of cases, it's a much higher death toll for a bloodborne virus than there is for an airborne virus. Remember, research everything before you believe anything.